because he would always message me ever since we broke up, like, oh, I'm not well. He would always play with death and be like, well, I'm gonna die. I'm not doing well. I know the lifestyle he lives, and there is a
Mm-hmm.
day where something bad is going to happen. So I would always be like, okay, he's saying these things. I have to help him, because if I don't, I will never be able to live with myself if something does happen to him.
Liam Payne's ex-fiancée Maya Henry claims he recently predicted his early death. Maya making the eerie comments on the Internet is Dead podcast in an episode released just 2 days before the former One Direction singer died after falling from the third floor of a hotel in Argentina. He was 31 years old.
There was one time I tried to get him help, and then he was like not taking it.
On the show, Maya opened up about the, quote, manipulation she experienced from Liam during and after their relationship, and explained how the topic of Liam's death came up ahead of the May release of her book, Looking Forward, a novel inspired by her time with the singer.
He would text my mom, I'm not doing well, have Maya contact me, because I wouldn't respond. And it's just always the same cycle. Like, for example, when I announced my book, he did the same thing. He called my mom, I think I'm not going to be around much longer. And I don't play with death. So I'm like, if you say this, I'm going to try and help you no matter what you've done. And I think he took advantage of my family's kindness. And I was like, if you want to go back to rehab, I'll help you.
The revelations continue from there, including warnings from a friend that Liam might die by suicide or under mysterious circumstances.
My book was coming out. Even one of his friends was calling me and my mom being like, oh, you know, isn't a good time for him. I don't think you should put the book out. You know, he's not doing well. And if something happens to him, not only are you going to blame yourself, but the whole world's going to blame you. And so I was like, just the fact that they just keep trying, I'm like, it is like you said, such a low manipulation tactic.
The two were first linked in 2018, getting engaged in 2020 before calling it quits in 2022. 2 years later, the 23-year-old hired lawyers to issue a cease and desist letter to Liam. Now, a source close to Maya tells the Daily Mail that after hearing news of his death, she is obviously in shock.